I've been dealing with hearing loss for 15 years.
28 years.
Most of my adult life was deaf.
And it got to a point where I couldn't even tell what music was playing.
The hearing aids worked great when you first get them. When you have no sound and then you get a hearing aid, you think it's wonderful.
They had to be turned up, they had to be adjusted. I was losing more and more hearing.
I started avoiding the phone.
The phone was not my friend.
I could tell that I was not hearing the complete conversation.
And the embarrassing part is when you start responding to questions or conversations that are out of context.
You become withdrawn and people are getting angry with you, and they withdraw from you as much as you withdraw from them.
I was a wallflower.
My fallback was always my wife. Without me being able to hear her, I don't know what I would have done.
When your work and your livelihood is in jeopardy, that's your wake-up call.
That was my 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 wake-up call.
And then you learn that a cochlear implant could change that.
I said, well, I'm going for it because we were getting ready to have more grandchildren. I want to hear these boys. I want to be able to drive them around. I want to be able to enjoy their activities.
I definitely wish I would have had my cochlear implant done, 20 years ago. I think it would have made a big difference on my life. I wish I wouldn't have been afraid.
Life is so much better after my cochlear implant. Better than I ever anticipated.
It's a new life. My hearing's back. It's regained.
Not only to participate at family gatherings and understand my grandkids, but also to again work with children and help them learn how to read. Was my life dream.
I now go to parties. I now participate in conversations. I go to the movies. I go to the theater. I go to the concerts.
I will volunteer to do stuff now where before I wouldn't.
I got my cochlear implant, and my grandchildren are back in my life.
I hugged someone and they whispered, "I love you." And I hadn't heard that since I was a kid.
If you're in this position, do it. It's your wake-up call.
You will never regret it.
I can hear. It's wonderful.